Hey guys, Traplord here, and today I'll be going over my 2.0 Spellsinger guide. This will include my updated build, gear setup, and pretty much how this patch has changed this class, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so I'm gonna pretty much hop straight into the build I use. I use this for open world PvP as well as 1v1s. I don't change anything now, so it's pretty simple to follow. So for sorcery, this is what I generally take. The fireball, combine that with the backdrop to get the instant cast, you spam those out. They hit really hard even though your attack speed isn't as high as say Enigmatis, but because you have the Zil proc, they will just train people down. Freezing arrow, you're going to take that one with Frigid Tracks to get the deep freeze buff, as well as freezing earth. You can deep freeze people with that, but that's more of an RNG chance compared to the Frigid Tracks one. Insulating lens is a nice shield that you use before you go in to fight someone. It's pretty much, you get the 2000 absorb shield as well as the physical defense, which helps against dark runners and any archers, I guess, or any battle rage users as well. Chain lightning, a really nice instant cast. You weave that one with God's Whip as well as freezing arrow, and just really hurt people with that. Meteor strikes for when you deep freeze people. The main way I deep freeze people now is with freezing earth, because people's block rate is so insanely high. It's hard to trip people because I don't take Shadow Smite or Stalk Smite, so I can't do it at all now. But you can take those things and do it that way still, but this is just how I like to do it now. For passives, you really need the 5 meter range increase, because I did nerf God's Whip's range like significantly, so that's a must. As Mana Flurry has a new passive. It's not really useful for say a Spellsinger, it's more of a PvE, but we still do get that 6% decreased cast time for all skills, so that is vital. We take the magic increase critical rate because we need to get those crits to train people, and the increased sorcery skill damage is just also a really nice boost. For Shadow Play, I got rid of Stalker's Mark as well as Shadow Smite because there's no longer the damage increase, but it does do damage at the end of the duration of the mark, but I feel it's really not worth it. I don't take Shadow Smite because people just, their parry rates are just insane. I do take Overwhelm. It's really nice to bait out people who shrug it off. The ability in Oromancy that reduces magic skill damage by 40% or something like that, as well as gets rid of stuns. Backdrop, use that with Flame Bolt. It's really nice mobility skill as well. Stealth is just a nice thing to have when you frigid track people are going to stealth out, you're frigid, so you can pretty much run away and wait out the duration of their stealth and then stealth when they pop out, and pretty much when you come out of your stealth you can frigid and pretty much hunt them down. Shadow Step's really nice as well. Nice gap closer, combine that one with the Overwhelm, Freezing Earth and the Freezing Arrow to get deep freeze, as well as you can break people's bubble traps with this ability. It's pretty hard to learn with high ping with me, but for some other people it would be pretty easy, I'd say, if you practice it a lot. For Songcraft, Critical Discord is a must with the Styling Strain to get that fear off. Now that Witchcraft doesn't have fear immunity, it's really helpful. Quick Steps is really nice mobility. You're going to use this one to stack up your songs. I'll talk about that in a second. Hummingbird Ditty, more decreased cast time, why wouldn't you? Healing Him is, I'd only recommend to take this if you have an off healing club, which I do. Mine's pretty weak at the moment, but definitely I'll be showing you later on how I do that. Bulwark Ballad is really nice, gives you the magic and physical defense, and it's really nice for stacking your songs. Blood Shanty is really nice, gives you the increased attack, which is like your damage on magic, melee, all that, and attack speed as well. I don't take Magic Circle anymore because I feel I'll either, because you can only really use one of these when you land a CC, like say Starting Strain Fear combo, you can't put both down, and plus you can move while Blood Shanty is playing, so I find it's the better option. But if you're gonna really just like assassinate people like behind big groups, you definitely want to take that one. Alarm Call is actually being buffed. You can, it's like Shrug, it takes off stun debuffs like straight away, so if someone overwhelms you, you can pop that and you'll come out. and which is also really helpful when people with what is the Lassitude Banshee Lala combo. You know, the stun at the end, you pop this and then it would automatically get rid of the sleep debuff as well. The passives, I take the decreased cast time for a skill because we pretty much want to try and max that out as much as possible. Discipline performance, so they did change this slightly. You still get the decreased magic damage by 30%, but you also, each time you play a song, it will stack like 4 magic attack as well as healing power, and it can get up to 25, so you're increasing your magic attack by 100 if you get max stack. So you pretty much want to keep playing songs constantly, stack it up, and then you'll go in and pretty much burst people down. Like, it's insane. You can do this before rain. It's kind of hard to do it at once because people will come at you really fast and you'll lose your stacks, but in open world PvP you can really do serious harm with this. And of course you want to take the Zul passive, the increased magical critical damage as well as the critical rate, and this is the main focus of why Spellsinger is such a great class. As soon as this procs, you proc any of your really hard hitting abilities, Arc Lightning, just everything will hit. Like, I've even hit 40,000 damage with Arc Lightning as well as Meteor Strike when this is procced, and you'll really hurt people with God's Whip. Even though they've nerfed it, if you have really good aim, you practice with this, you'll really hurt people. People just need to remember that this is not an easy class to learn, you're going to have to practice it, so just don't give it up early and just keep trying because you will make it work. Just remember, this isn't a complete 1v1 class either, this is more for the open world PvP side of things, so don't get down if you're going to get beaten in 1v1s because it's not the end of the world. Go play Enigmatist or Dagger Spell if you really want to win ones, because that's where that heads off to. The only reason I do play this in ones a lot is because I find it helps me play better in 1v1 situations in open world PvP, so that's pretty much why I do it. Alright guys, so now I'm going to jump into my updated gear and just pretty much talk about why I take things and other potential things you can take instead. Alright, so for my hood, I take a Celestial Tier 4 Obsidian, gives you straight magic attack, which is really nice, stamina, intelligence, and then it gives you, and then I put the cast time decrease 2% Lunar Stone, and I just socketed that with physical defense Lunar Gems. You can also take the, I think it's the Duhuda 5-man hood, the magic one, I think it's increased damage 3%, that also works really nice, and it's free, so if you can get some people together to do that, I'd say it's worthwhile. For my chest piece, take a tier 4 Obsidian with the increased magic attack, really nice. We're just trying to get as much magic attack as we can, more damage the better of course. Give stamina, intelligence, nice. Lunar Stone, I put the 3% decrease damage, and then I socketed it fully out with resilience just to try to get as much defense as you can because you're a really squishy class and having any survivability is really nice to have. For my sash, I've taken the Cruel Glory sash, which is 60k honor and a full Grimghast set. It's kind of grindy to get if you're low gear score, so just grind out those Grimghasts, Crimson Rifts, Luskers, whatever, because this is pretty much best in slot. Gives you 333 toughness, really nice, more tankiness, and then it has the use ability, which is amazing. The 2-second bind from 25 meters away, and it deals damage. So this is a really nice thing you can use to set up people with. I'm pretty sure the only thing that can break it is the bond break in Battle Rage, so it's not that bad, but it's having only one counter, I'm pretty sure, is just incredible. And for Lunar Gems, because I just got this, I'll show you my old belt. You want the decrease cast time frigid tracks. This is absolutely crazy. This is like must have for any mage that runs frigid tracks. You can get higher tiers. Tier 2 is 0.3 and then tier 3 is 0.4, but that's really expensive, so I'll just show you the difference in cast time. So this is with, you can so it's pretty much already gone off, and this is without the decreased cast time, so it's really slow. The reason, like, when I did it with the cast gems it didn't fully channel is just because I have high latency, like 230 from Australia, so it pretty much pockets it already before I do that. So anyway, when I get those gems on there it'll be really nice. For sleeves, I take the Royal Mystic Sleeves to increase freezing arrow duration, like the slow and whatever. These are decent sleeves, but I'm planning to upgrade to these ones in here, if I can find it. The Shadow Warriors one, it's even more toughness as additional effect, as well as the full 7 sets Serpentis proc. You go immune for like 2 seconds, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then you can get increased healing, so this is best in slot definitely for, and go straight intelligence as well, really nice, and it's probably the best you can get because it's not that hard to get. Just go to your Halcyonas if you're not a pirate, do Miss Mirrors and get your full serps and 2 Cloud Spam, which is not too big of a deal, as it is best in slot unless you're running like a full wave set or something like that. For my gloves I take the tier 4 Obsidian, increased magic critical damage, which is probably the best for any Spellsinger. And then we put the Lunar Stone with the magic critical damage increased 16%, and then I went straight physical defense. You can put evasion in, it's really your choice, but I don't think it's that worth it for the price. So for cloaks, this is the 2.0 cloaks that just came out. I got the decreased cast time one because my decreased cast time is 73.8% without Diddy on, so put Diddy on. 63.8, which is just really nice. Again, really fast meteors, arc lightnings, just freezing arrows, fireballs, all of it. We put the Lunar Stone, the one that increases your intelligence over time every time you attack someone, and I got lucky with this proc. But if you're gonna plan to upgrade this one to the Delphinate ones, it's really your own choice what seems easier for you to get the medals or you to get the 60k honor and farm the mats, I guess. I might be going from the magic defense penetration because I do burst squishy targets really easily. It's just taking down those really magic defensive tanks that are just really annoying to do, so I might go down that path. I'll just think about it because I got a lot of time to get 500 warrior medals. For my pants, I take Roaring Mystic pants, gem that straight out of toughness, that's what you want to do. Might be hard to do, but it's definitely worth it in the long run. Increases the area effect, race and media, so I'll show you how it is with it. That's to there, and without. So it's a pretty big difference, and in 2.5 they actually nerfed the range down of the normal media. So this without would be with the Mystic Pants next patch. So I think it's a nice piece to have. It's cheap, easy to get. I'm not really sure what I want to upgrade it to. Maybe Anthelon Pants, because that gives straight intelligence, which is really nice. So we'll think about that when we get the money at least. For boots, I took tier 4 Obsidian. The decreased cast time really nice, and we just put movement speed gems on there, and then Lunar Stone. I'll eventually upgrade these to the 2% ones, but for now this is gonna have to do. So, so for jewelry, I took a Freedom Wave necklace, increased magic defense penetration, really nice, and I just put the magic attack Lunar Stone on that one. That's really nice. Divine this, got really lucky. The same with the Magnificent Wave, we get the nice intelligence, decreased received damage 2.1%, and then magic attack Lunar Stone. For my other earring, I take the Artisan's Life, increases resistance to casting interruption by 51.9%, and you put that with the cloth buff, which is another 50%, so that's really nice. When people charge, but you try to cancel out your arc lightnings, you have a high chance of pretty much following through with it instead of cancelling it completely. Another earring that I think is really good that I'll eventually end up replacing the life one with is the guild one. It's 2,000, it's really expensive, but it's like increases all critical damage or rate for 35% for 2 seconds, the cooldown is 2 minutes, and then gives you magic defense penetration, focus, stamina, really nice. So it's pretty much an alternative for Nadachi. So you're going to arc before arc lightning because you have really fast cast time. You could pretty much one-shot people even harder than you could before, so I think it's really nice. But you do take the 70% increased damage to the Nadachi, so it's not always viable to use it against certain classes, but with the earring you can pretty much use that every round. For my ring, Illustrious Life Ring, increased skill damage, really nice. Magnificent Dolphin out of the course go higher. You want to get the Dream Ring. Increase skill damage 2.5%. This is the unique one. When you get the Celestial one, it's just insane. Every time you stack like decrease, was it defense and magic? Oh, it's just insane. Getting hit by that would be crazy. For my weapon, I take the staff. I think they buffed it this patch. You get global cooldown increases pretty much attack speed, which is why I have 92%. And then ignores physical and magic defense. Really nice, and you still get the 5% increased damage. And because this is such a bursty class, there really is no reason not to take a staff. I think hands down the best option for a Spellsinger. Unless you like want to go tank Spellsinger, which I don't really think, like, I don't know why you would unless you want to run Anthem instead or something like that, but it's really up to you. But my opinion, I think staff's the best. I'll eventually upgrade this to tier 6 when I get the money, but that's really expensive. And then I just put the magic skill damage increase 3% and straight magic attack linear gems on this one. This also gives magic defense penetration 108. Oh, and another thing to the version 2 staff is it doesn't stun the targets when you're styling strain. Some people get confused about this, like why wouldn't you want to stun, but when people shrug off your stun or like use alarm call to get rid of it, you don't follow through with the charms, so you pretty much can't fear them at all. So what this does, as soon as you cast it, it charms them straight away, so you can pretty much nearly instantly fear them. So it's really nice, and especially with the new witchcraft, you want to fear witchcraft use as fast as you can, because getting hit by the Insidious Whisper or Bubble Trap is really painful to deal with when it happens. For bow, I'm running Obsidian Bow, gives increased max mana, stamina, pretty nice. I'm eventually going to get an Ethereum Wave. I put magic attack Lunar Gems on this a while ago, but now with the new guaranteed Lunar Gems, I think you're going to want to put the magic defense penetration on this, just fully gem that out. It's no break ones is probably the best to do, so I'd go through with that. And for my flute, I did go for the Dance to Songcraft one, even though it's only 1%. I really think it still helps a lot, and I just gem that one out with magic defense penetration, magic attack Lunar Stone on that one. You can, probably the better option is to go with the sorcery one, increases your insulating lens rank by 1, which is like an extra 500. But I don't really think that mattered too much to me, and another 1% decreased cast time is really just makes my life a lot easier. 1% you might not notice it, but I still think it's nice to give people 10% hummingbird ditties, which is crazy. And for my glider, I'm using a sloth glider, but I do interchange between like saying Ezzy glider, stealth glider, or even red dragon, the bomb glider. It's just really your own preference with that, but that's personally what I like. The backdrop and the immune's really nice to get away, gonna burst, get in, then get out. I currently have 808 magic attack, 4.5k gear score. Most of it is due to like gemmed out gear, but it's reasonable. Alright guys, so in this first running clip I'm versing a Dark Runner. I'm trying to stack my songs as fast as I can to get more magic attack. Precast my Frigid Tracks. He gets both debuffs, so Freezing Arrow straight away to get the Deep Freeze. Nadachi Pop, Meteor, and when the meteor's coming down I play my song for extra damage, and then I even try to cast Arc Lightning just in case it doesn't finish me off. Alright guys, so in this clip I'm pretty much doing the same thing, but I get max song stacks before I fight this guy. Cast my Frigid Tracks. He pre-shrugs, but he still manages to get hit by the Freezing Earth and the Deep Freeze from the Frigid Eye. Freezing Arrow, Dachi Pop, channel my Meteor Strike, prepare to play my song, Arc Lightning, and then spam the Gold Whip straight after to do as much damage as possible. This is pretty much a one hit combo. If you can't kill them, they're either super geared or you don't have enough gear, but usually with all the damage buffs that you're running, you will kill them. Alright guys, so I talked about Bubble Trap cancelling with Shadow Step. So unselecting because I don't want to Shadow Step to him, I want to Shadow Step on myself. And just before the bubble hits, I cast it, and you can see that it pretty much cancels the effect out. And he just stands there evaluating his life again and why he's playing Dagger Spell. So in this clip, I'm pretty much just going to show you how powerful it is to be combining the electric shock effect with chain lightning and arc lightning as well. So I pretty much find the weak target, cast my arc lightning, and before it hits I use God's Whip and it adds a proc in there, and I just spam out the rest of them, throw in a chain lightning, and it just pretty much one shots the guy. So just remember to always be using the lightning effect to your advantage. What I'm going to show you here is pretty much the basic combo that I'll pull off to pretty much one shot anyone. So Frigid Tracks and Adachi Pop, then I'll go with the Silent Strain to the critical discord, play my song straight after for the damage buff, arc lightning, followed with God's Whip, chain lightning, God's Whip, freezing arrow, God's Whip, and it pretty much, that will kill them if they're not tanky enough. So now I'm going to go over the critical discord fear combo with the version 2 staff. So pretty much you want to like sneak up on your target, cast your critical discord first, and before it hits you Starling Strain, so it's pretty much instant for them. They can't react to this whatsoever. I go with the freezing arrow and then Zil procs and the arc lightning to God's Whip, and it's just crazy damage again. Alright, so in this clip I start off with Starling Strain and I stealth and get off my critical discord. Right after that I channel my meteor straight away. Because they have such low cooldown reduction because of the Starling Strain hitting, I can cast my meteor like in below 3 seconds, and just before it comes down I use my Nightmare Grinder with my belt to make him stay in place so my meteor will actually hit. So that's a pretty neat little trick you can do if you have the belt. It's pretty hard to land on cloth users, but you can definitely hit it on plate as well as leather. And the last thing I'm going to show you is how to pretty much off-heal with club switching. So at the start of this fight, I cast my Frigid, I get Insidious Whispered like straight away. He tries to pretty much go for a regular cheese combo, but I managed to break his bubble with the Shadow Step. I fear him and I try to go for arc lightning, but he CCs me again, and I'm pretty much locked down for this entire fight. And then I pretty much decide that I'm going to have to recover with healing off my pet, so I switch to my club, call out my cat, pretty much heal back to full with it, so then I recover with that. Then I go back into pretty much my other rotations, just trying to get this guard hand as low as possible, as fast as I can before his other CCs come up again. The only thing I do recommend while you're going to heal off your pet is that you select your pet and not yourself, as well as a Obsidian Great Club is pretty much the best option you can go with, as it gives you critical healing percentage increase. Alright guys, so that pretty much concludes this 2.0 guide. I'd like to say thank you for watching, as well as if you could like and subscribe, that would really help a lot. And I should hopefully be coming out with some new Spellsinger montage videos with this patch soon, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again.